Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. So today we're going to do index cards again. This time we're going to do mixed media and play with the little bit of goodies I've got here. I have, I of course have like the pads, but I decided because I do have these oxide sprays, it'll be easier for me to use those. So I'm going to be using my oxide sprays to get some color down as a backdrop. Also, I'm just looking over here real quick. I also have my modeling paste. I get this at Hobby Lobby, Master's Touch. If you get it on the right week, you can get it for 40% off, which is nice. And then I just have a few. I'm looking here real quick. What we're going to do is make some of these. Okay, so I've got my stencils, some modeling paste. I also have my watercolored gold, and I think I might try my tempera paint instead of my watercolor, or I may do my mica spray. I'm thinking, is that how I did this? I was thinking I did it with my watercolor paint, but I may have used my mica spray. I do know that I used my Perfect Pearls to get the like the turquoise in there. I used the Perfect Pearls, and I really like how these came out. So it's been a few days since I made them, so that's why I'm like, did I do this? Did I do that? I'm looking here on my stuff because I want to grab my stencils. I just put them back, and now I'm pulling them back down. Let's see. I'm going to use this one here, these new ones I just got that I showed you the other day, and then I think I also maybe use Tim Holtz. I love this one, so let's do possibly that one. Okay, and I'm just gonna put these back where they go, so I'm not having them float all over my desk and get in my way. I'm just hanging them back up. I have this little hook that I keep them on over here on the side of my shelf. Okay. All right. Come on, get on there. Get on there. Oh, gee. There. Sorry about that. I also have, let's see here. I also have my little cheap plastic palette knife. I have a metal one too, but this one is small, and it's good for me to get into spots without getting the modeling paste everywhere. I have a paper plate that I'm going to use for my sprays, and like I said, I've got these. I'm going to use some of the Perfect Pearls. I also may use some of my mica sprays, because they've got that beautiful shimmer. And yeah, let's do this thing and see what we can get. So what I used with this here, I'm trying to remember now that I did it. It's been a minute, and I'm looking at it, trying to think back what I used on it. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I know I used Vintage Photo, and I also have Gathered Twigs, which is another good one. And then I used the pearls. I'm going to pull out, let's see, my micas, and that way I have them ready. We can do some red if we want. I'm almost out of this one. That's a bummer. I love it so much, the gold. It's called tarnished brass, but it looks gold to me. I have walnut stain, and I also like the mauve lawn. Oh, and this one's nice, prize ribbon. That might be kind of fun to get some blue. And I think I used my woody pencil as well, but I did so much gold over it, I can't really tell. And then I did some script stamping after all this dried, or when it was pretty dry. Now it's dried, and I also did some glue and did coffee dyed paper on the back. And the cool thing with these is all these goodies on top really made it kind of stiff and nice and strong. It'll be a great journaling card or tag or pocket, you know, because it's really nice and strong. So I'm gonna grab. I'm thinking if I want to gesso these cards. I don't know that I did. I don't actually think that I did gesso these in the first place. I know me. I probably forgot. It kind of feels like I did, but maybe I did. Huh. Yeah, let's do some gesso on top. Sorry, I'm debating so much. I'm trying to remember. Like I said, it was a ways back. It was probably about, I don't know, a week ago when I made them. Okay. So I'm just going to pour this directly on. I also have my paintbrushes, and I have some water over here, and lots of paper towels are ready to, you know, this brush is losing hair. This is just a cheap little brush from Walmart. No biggie. And since I'm going to be covering the back with paper, I'm not going to worry about getting... I'm trying to get this hair off here. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to... Oh, this is ridiculous. I am not going to worry about doing any gesso on the back because I am going to be gluing. Can I get more hair? I'm thinking this is my cat, actually. Again, that was yesterday as well, right? So, anyway. But the brush was a cheap brush, came from a pack, the 577 pack at Walmart. The ones with the black handles. If you're wondering where the brush came from. So all I'm going to do is kind of let this dry for a second. I'm going to get this ready. And I'm just going to spray this onto my plate. Okay. Okay. There we go. I'm getting low on my vintage here. And I'm going to take some water in a spray bottle as well. You guys have seen this technique. I'm not showing you anything new. I'm certain of that. And I'm just going to kind of dip this into the ink and get some fun, interesting, you know. Okay. Oops, I missed a little spot. And I'm going to do some other colors too. I already like the way that's looking. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do the blue. Let's see what my prize ribbon does. Okay. Oh, I love the way it's seeping through and looking. That looks very cool. This is a pretty blue. You know, when you're spraying out of these bottles and not using your pad, you do not need very much. I'll probably do another one and utilize, I don't want to waste, you know, any of this. So, oh, that's pretty. Very cool. Okay, so there we have that one. Let's just go ahead. I've got a whole big package over here of index cards. I'm going to try another one without putting any clear gesso and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to spray a little bit more water into my ink just to make sure it spreads nice. I have a feeling it's going to be a different look with the no gesso. Just see what we get, right? Ooh, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Now, because these are oxide, we can... I'm going to hold this down. There we go. The paper's so thin. Oh, I'm liking that one. That one looks really cool. But this one looks really cool too. What I was going to say is let's spray a few drops of water. Oh, I got it all over the place. I'm going to grab another towel. Just let that sit. You can already see the oxidized. Look at that. Can you see? It's already turning white, or like the color's lifting. Let's go ahead and do some. Oh, very cool. I love it. Love it. Let's do a little bit more. It's hard with these this type of spray bottle because it's kind of, I should probably be just going like taking it off and just dropping, you know, dropping it on there, because of the fact that the spray bottle kind of, it goes everywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm just letting that sit for a second. I really like these colors already. That looks so nice. These are going to be cool backgrounds. Love it. Okay. So now, let's see. I'm going to do one more because I really, really don't want to waste what I have over here of my ink. So we've got some muddiness. It's almost turning like a green. Part of it's like a green, and then the other part's the blue, and then some of it's brown still. So it's kind of all over the place. Oh, that looks very cool. That looks so cool. Look at it. Fun, grungy. I think my favorite colors are like the blues and greens with the browns. You know, I've still got more. I just don't want to waste any of my ink. I really don't. This is all up here. Let's see here. Even if I just were to use this as a collaging piece, you know, it's still, it's fun. Boy, those colors together made the weirdest grungy looking green. I like that though. Look at this one. I really like this. Do you guys see? Look at that one. That one looks really cool. Okay. So, let's play, kids. Let's play. I'm going to sit these guys over here so I don't get water on them again, and I'm going to kind of give these two a little bit of drops. And see if we can get some nice effect. I'm seeing it lift already. Very nice. Okay, just give it a minute. This is looking really tight. Look at that. It's just the blue and the brown together, but it, you know, made it really. And then this one, what's up with this yellow? It's so cool. Okay. Don't you love mixed media, you guys? It's fun. Just to think, I was so petrified of doing this kind of stuff for so long. What was I afraid of? Look. It's beautiful. So fun. All right. I'm going to use this one that I was picking up with. Now, what I did with, I don't know, I kind of like the feel with no, none of the like matte or the gesso on it, just the paper. However, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and put a layer of, I'm trying to think, do I want to do acrylic matte? I think I'm going to do matte medium instead of the gesso, just to give it, you know, the protection. I like what happened with everything though, and I'm glad I didn't do it first. Because, oh wow, and now that's really making the colors stand out. Can you see that? Oh good, it's in the vision. Okay, the view finder, I guess, whatever, the frame of the camera. Oh, that is so pretty. Geez, that would be like right there by itself would be a really nice journal card, just to decorate on top of that, not even do anything else. But we're gonna layer and build us an image. We're gonna make something cool. and just have some fun. So I'm just gonna, I'm just putting a light coat of this acrylic matte medium on top. And I just am doing this because I want to protect what I've got going on here. And I'm going to be adding some, now this one's already got stuff, so we're good with that one. But I just kind of wanted to cover this paper and make sure that the image that I have so far from the ink is going to stay right where it's at. And this matte medium's great. It dries super quick. And it'll kind of have that grungy, like the gesso. It's going to be dull and almost gritty. It's a little bit gritty. Where the reason I used it is because of that. Because the gel matte medium that I have, I don't know about all gel matte mediums, but mine is kind of really smooth and silky feeling. It's very cool. I like it a lot. But it does take it longer to dry, and I kind of wanted it to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and play with this one first, since it's already dry. Okay, I mean, the paper's still a little bit wet, but nothing to where I'm worried about it. And I'm going to grab another paper towel. Yeah, I'm going through those paper towels today. Now this is the same day that it's last, for you guys, it would be last Wednesday on February 1st. So I am here at home and I'm just doing videos. I wanted to go ahead and get our videos done. So I'm sprinkling this and I'm going to kind of move it around. The other day I did not do that, and I'm just kind of... This is super fine powder. If you've never used it, it's reactive with water. As you can see on here, once it dries, it doesn't move. Okay, so it's not coming up on me. But it will move until it's really dry. Okay, but it's so fun. Watch, when you wet it down. It's very reactive to the water. And I'm even going to kind of scoot it into the water a little bit, swirl it around. Now I can get pretty much the same effect. That's why I pulled it out. But I love this color, and I'm not sure. The other color is more of a blue. This is more of an kind of an aqua type blue. As you can see, it gives you a really, I'm just going to soak up some water here. There. It gives you a really pretty effect. Okay? And like I said, when that dries, it will dry and be set. So you don't have to worry about that. But what I was going to say is, if I wanted to, I could also use that and pretty much get a nice same effect. Okay, from the mica spray. Actually, it looks really, really nice mixed with that powder now, so I don't mind that I sprayed that. Go ahead and just take my palette knife, kind of spread that where I want it, you know. And there's a hair. Me and my hairs. My cats, I do declare, have been just getting hair all over my house. Little stinkers. Look at that. Every video now. Hair. Y'all have probably been seeing them all along, and I just haven't noticed because I'm half, blind. I don't want to say I'm half blind. I'm not half blind, but sorry. This is really, really bugging me right here. This little hair in the middle of my page. I'm even willing to mess it up just to get that off of there. All right. We'll just put a little more water. Scoot that around a little. It's okay. See? It's fine. Okay, now, let's see. I'm looking at these kind of as my example. I want to make sure, kind of do, what I did before. Now, I do want to give this a little more grunge, so I'm going to come back in on it with some dark walnut spray, and I'm just going to drop it on. Okay, and it's the oxide as well. I don't know if they do this one. Do they do these colors in stains and stuff? Like I have some that are stains. Those are a little bit different. They don't activate with water exactly the same way that these do. I just kind of wanted to bring back in some brown with the blue. Getting everything nice and wet. Very juicy card. Totally worth it though. Okay. And I'm going to pause for a sec and dry this, and I'll be right back. And then we're going to do some stenciling. Okay, I'm back. That only took a second. It dried really fast, actually. I did add another squirt of the blue just to give it some, I wanted to give some texture of like drops of the blue onto there. You can see right here. Okay. And when I dry, a lot of times you've got the water puddling. I think it looks kind of fun to push things up from the bottom into the picture. So I'll dry downwards, but I also dry upwards. So it all converges in the center, and I like that. Okay, these are getting nice and dry. That's good. And now I've got a big chunk of glue from our last video right here. I'm going to get my stencil. What did I do with them? Here they are. And I was thinking that it would be kind of fun to do a different one on each card. So I am going to attempt, that's really open. I don't really want the openness of that. So not on this piece. It's too small. It'd be all white, So what I'm going to do is I am going to hit a few of these round areas with my paste. Okay. I love the modeling paste. It makes it so much easier to use stencils and than the gesso. I was using the heavy gesso before, and it works great, but it leaks underneath a little bit, And I love that the modeling paste just stays where you put it. It's nice. It's very nice. So I'm going to go on this corner and kind of hit this side a little bit too. I brought out like 4 different stencils. I just thought it'd be fun to do different ones on each one. I might possibly, I'm thinking, you guys, let me know your opinion. Okay, some of you have been with me from the get-go, and so I really, honestly, I value everybody's opinion, but some of you just like literally become very close to me, and I really want you to answer my question if you're here. I'm thinking about selling in my shop a lot of this ephemera that we all create together as packets. What do you think? Should I go for that? I mean, it's a lot to put everything into the shop and, all of that, and sending physical items and stuff. And I don't know, I'm contemplating it. Because I'm also contemplating making journals like I made for myself. Another opinion I would love to have. I'm thinking about selling this type of journal in my shop for a much more, normal price. I know some of my journals, are priced higher, and it's because they're very large. They take me a very long time. It's a lot of work. A lot of product goes into them. And, even my husband is like, he's like, honey, don't sell them for nothing. So that's why some of my journals are priced higher, because they're worth it. They're well made, and they're beautiful, and I value my work, and I want to, I want to make an income on this. This is my business. But I also want to sell more than I'm selling, to be honest with you guys. And so, when the sale comes, it's a good one and it's awesome. But I really would like for this to be more of a money maker, more regular thing. And so I've been trying to think of ways and what I can put in the shop that would be more affordable and, would be something that people would like. And so I was thinking about making more of these decal coffee tea dyed pages, you know, page journals where you can paint on this paper. It's like a watercolor paper. And then on this paper you can sketch, you can draw, and you can even watercolor on it if you want. I mean, if you put some gesso on top, you know. But yeah, to make some of these nice hand sewn, I did all the sewing on it, and I just think it's fun. And I was wondering, what do you guys think? Let me have your opinion. I'm asking. Okay. So this is going to dry. I already like the way the little circles look. They're so cute. And I'm going to go ahead on this. Let's see. Do we want to do this one? Let's do this guy. And I'm going to, on this one this time, I think I'm going to do some of the, where is it? This is the balsam, fresh balsam. Now, I got these three. They were the red, the blue, and the green, and they're for Christmas. But you know what? They're not just for Christmas. They're gorgeous, and they're so pretty. I'm going to try dropping it on this time because I think I had like way too heavy-handed when I'm spraying it. This mica spray is extremely... Now see, because there's a lot of green in the background of this one, I think the balsam will look really pretty. Let's give it a go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you guys see that? Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. I could just have a whole page full of beautiful metallic. Oh, yeah. My eyes are so happy looking at that. Do your eyes get happy when you look at certain things? Mine do. That's the only way I can describe it. My eyes get happy. Okay. Sometimes if I ever comment on something you've made and I say that it makes my eyes happy, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm just going to let that kind of sit for a second. I'm going to pause while it dries because it'll be much easier to work with once it's dry. I really don't think I'm going to add a ton more color to this. I like this one the way it is, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the way the colors just... That balsam just like puddled and looks grungy but elegant all at the same time, like flashy and, you know. So this one's drying good. We're still waiting on it though. Now let's do another stencil with this one. Okay. I think we're going to do the swirls on this one. Okay. So let's pick an area. I think I'm just going to... Do I want to just do the corners? I love this stencil so much. Tim Holtz. Oh, Tim Holtz, you are a gifted man. I think I'm actually going to do, for sure, I'm going to do this corner. And where's my pen? Here we go. Okay. So let's go across. I want this area right here. For sure. For sure, for sure. And go in and grab that. Okay, there. Now, oh yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. Now we're going to do this corner. Okay, and I'm just going to try really hard not to hit that other side that I just did. And we're going to go same place. Gosh, I have not been this excited about a medium in a long time. But this paste, ugh. I'm like, where have you been all my life? Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. That's going to be for that card. Isn't that pretty? We're going to do some painting on it. We're going to make it look grungy and beautiful. And yeah. Yeah. It'll be cool. I'm going to scrape up as much of this as I can. Don't like to waste. Don't want to waste. Put that lid on so I'm not drying it out. Okay. And now I'm just kind of sitting my stencils over here to my right, and now we'll play with this one a little bit. Did I just get? Yeah, of course I did. Okay. All right. Now, this one, I think I'm going to do, I'm looking here because I've got the red, and then, you know what I think I will do instead of that? I think I'm going to use the one I hardly ever use, my copper. I think I'll use the copper because look at that. The colors in there. Oh, it's going to be pretty. Just trust me, okay? Trust me. It'll be pretty. I promise. I promise you're going to love it. We're just going to tap. Wait, maybe I should shake this a little better. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I don't use the copper very often, but look how gorgeous it is. Give me some big drops. Okay, let's do some water. Ah, lovely it is. Absolutely beautiful. Need a little more water here. I'm just going to wet this card down real good and run this stuff over it. We're going to use some more of the mica, I know, after I do this, once the stenciling dries, because I am definitely going to want, I think I'm going to mix in a little bit of this pearl. I'm definitely going to want more and more. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I don't want to waste here. Let's just bring it into the water and kind of get that gorgeous, grungy, metallic look together. Okay. You gotta be careful with this. Remember when we used to use these as eyeshadows back in the day? They still sell it as eyeshadow, of course. Most of us were around, though, when it first came out, before our kids and grandkids were even born. I remember the first time I was in a shop and I ran into, you know, that beautiful eyeshadow, the mica eyeshadows. I was just like, oh, you should have seen me. Oh, Tara loves her makeup. At least she used to. You would not catch me without my makeup on. It's funny. We do change. I still wear my makeup, but I don't care like I used to. Now, I think just because that blue looks so gorgeous with that copper, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this one as well. Oh, I just get a little cray-cray. I can't help myself. Look at that. I'm just going to, oh, yeah. Right there. And let's move that around a little bit and see what it does. Before I add more water, I just want to see what it does on its own. I think it's going to need a little more movement. It's all right. That is pretty. I love the copper with the blue. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, I'm going to pause and dry. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm not dry yet, but I am going to add in a little bit of the vintage photo, and I didn't want to leave you out of the process. So I just want to bring back in some brown on this one. Don't want to forget the grunge, you know. Okay, and now I think I'm just, I don't even know. I want to see, how does this move with, there we go, with just the air moving it. I was thinking about adding more water back in, but I really don't want to lose the distinction of the 3 different shades, you know. I've got the pearl, I've got the balsam, I've got the vintage photo, and the copper, and it's just all kind of, yeah, you know, moving together into different puddles of color. And look at that. It's just so beautiful. These are going to be such pretty journaling cards, you know. I love the ones that I already got done for 2. And so, yeah, these are just so fun. Look at the lines and they're so grungy. I love the, what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Anyway, just like the grunge along with the beauty of the metallic, you know. I think that grungy metallic things they just catch my eye faster than anything else. So I'm just going to tap the rest of that up. I think it'll be fine. Let's see. There we go. And now we are going to stencil on this one. And I'm trying, let's see. Yeah, this is the top. Love it. Now this one is going to have, it's going to have more markings like that. Okay. And I am going to do these small thin cracks all along the whole thing. I think that on this one that'll look cool. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Let that dry. We got one more over here. What time is it? Oh, good. We've still got time. Okay. Right. This one I wanted to do in the red with the blue. I thought, because this one has the majority of it is blue. It's got some brown underneath, you know, but for the most part, it's got that blue look and that greenish. And I thought this red would look really pretty. This red is so pretty. Okay. Neighbor's baby's crying. If you hear a baby, that's them. He's like 1.5 years old now, I think. He's a cute little man. Okay. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Very pretty. It's like fire, huh? Look at that. Isn't it just gorgeous? I'm running out of water. So we're just going to move this around the page a little bit. I know I've pretty much covered the whole page, but I am going to bring a little bit of blue in with it. Okay. And I'm going to bring back in not that one. Well, I'll wait and do that in a second. I want to get this to move a little bit. See, I don't want to lose the blue, so I'm just gonna kind of let it sit, I think. Let's see what happens if I add some water to it. Yeah, it's sinking into the red and becoming a very deep color. It's losing the blue. I don't want a blue. I want the blue to be there along with the red. So I don't mind the darkness. I just don't want to totally have it disappear. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens when we bring some heat to this. That red is so fast. Oh, look at that. You've got a little bit of purple. Oh yeah. Where the heat is hitting it, it's starting to turn a beautiful shade of purple. Very grungy, you guys. Wow. If you've never played with mica sprays, and you love metallics and like shiny, you know, like me, go for it. Seriously, they're worth the purchase because they last. I use them a lot, and I've had this pack I bought, the 3-pack, for over a year. And I use this one a lot, the gold, and I still have some. So, okay, look at that. Look at the purple where the mix, isn't it beautiful? Oh, yes. I love it so much. I hope you guys like this. It's just a really fun way to, you know, give these index cards a totally different purpose. You know, everybody does index cards. I did not recreate the wheel. As we know, I didn't create anything here except my own little combination. I'm sure other people have done what I'm doing. I know Shauna from Shanuki Art does index cards and playing cards and does an amazing job with mixed media and sells them in her shop, and they're beautiful. But I am making my own because I love doing my own stuff. So let's do another stencil. What do we want to do? Let's see. I'm kind of leaning back toward these dots again with this one. I don't know why, but I just feel like this one's, I don't know. I kind of think it'll look cool. I see a dry chunk here. Oh no, it's paper towel. Let me get that out of there. All right. Ow, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to do from this time, I'm going to do it more from the bottom, coming up. Don't want it to look exactly like the other one. Okay. Right. I love the speckles anyway, so this is I kind of feel like because of the way I'm gonna leave it right, I think, let's see, I think I'll do this corner just right through here, right there, because of the way this is angling. It kind of looks like the speckles are swooping up toward that corner, so I'm going to go with it. Anyway, I was going to say, on this one, I just felt like the way the colors landed and the lines and the puddles and all of the curvatures of everything, it just kind of lends itself to this stencil, to me. Yeah, I just love it. I thought that would be good. So I was going to use a different one, but then and have a different one on each one, but this one's just perfect to me. Okay, now. Let me wipe this off. I forgot to. Put this away. I don't need it anymore. my little thing. I think it needs cleaned. What do you guys think? You think? I'm thinking it does. I haven't cleaned it. Look at that. That's all that lovely modeling paste is stuck to the bottom. Okay. All right. So this one was the first one we did, and it's pretty dry. Yeah. So I think we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take you through the rest of how I got these to this point. Okay. So now what I did was, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember, I think I took my woody brush, okay, and I took my favorite little brush here, and I wet it down, and I just tapped this a little bit, and I came up in here and kind of brought the black into this, okay. But I didn't get them super wet because I want it to kind of blend, you know what I mean. Okay. You really, with this black, the woody brush, you really just need it damp. If you get it wet, it almost paints everything on, and you don't want that. But if you keep it too dry, then of course you don't have enough. So I just brought it around and blackened these areas. And kind of just, you know, let it be out into it a little bit. And as you can see on here, you can see the darkness through it. And then after this, I'm going to take the gold and overlay, and then we'll stamp the script on, and then it'll be done. Okay. And then you let it dry really well. And I was also going to say, you don't have to totally cover this stenciling area. I am on this one because I kind of think it'll look cool with just because of the way this looks. It looks so grungy. Yeah. But what I was going to say is, when you get to the point at the end there, that's when you'll see this just really comes together. And then once it's really dry, then go ahead and do your paper, whatever paper you want to do on the back, or if you just want to leave it and like distress it, whatever you want. For me, it's just easier sometimes to go in on stuff and use my coffee dyed or tea dyed paper, or whatever, you know, whatever paper I've dyed, and give it that finished look. I haven't distressed the back of the other two yet. I will. But for right now, I am just focused on these little guys. And as you can see, I'm not being super careful. I'm just letting the black kind of lay on top of the white where I'd speckled it. I'm not super worried about, you know, if it looks perfect or anything. Because, like I said, a lot of this is going to be underneath that gold. And, you know, that'll be our finished look. I'm basically just covering the white of this, and then I kind of like that. I don't know how to explain it. That look where it's really, the black is just blended and kind of fades into where you're at, what you're looking at. I love it with white and with black, or with any color I'm using to do it with. I think it looks cool. I love blending. I was like that about makeup too. I love blending. It's all in the blending and layering for me on everything. So if I can get it to blend right, I'm happy. If I can't get it to blend right, then you see me being like, it doesn't look right. If you can hit that fast enough with your finger, you can even blend it on the paper when it's still kind of moist. Okay. So now we've darkened that. Isn't that grungy? And I'm going to do the edge I think, on these instead of not doing them. I didn't do them on the other ones completely. I did like one edge and left the rest undone, but I kind of think it'll look fun. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the brush in, and I probably don't even need to do this simply because I'm going to be using water on this again, and it's probably going to fade it out anyway. I like using my finger. I don't know why. It gets more, it takes it right, just the water right to where I want it, and it doesn't spread the pencil. I don't like it when it spreads it. I like it when it just is highlighted black really distinctly. You could do like scribbles up the side and with the woody, you know, or with a watercolor pencil and do something like that. You could do it throughout. I really kind of just like it is right now, but I love the gold on there. So I'm going to get I'm pretty sure I used my watercolors. Oh man, how did you guys do that? They're all over the place. They don't usually, look at that, I've got them all over the place. They don't usually move like this. Not cool. I think I'm getting them in order. I don't know. Maybe not. There we go. All right, anyway, I'm going to be using this gold, right? Is it this one or this one? I think I used this one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. They're both beautiful, but I'm going to do this one. Okay. Just wet it down. Really get it good and wet because I'm not going to use that brush. I don't want to use that. Let's see. I think actually I will use my fan brush because it'll allow me to kind of go over a bigger area. Now, what I'm pretty sure I did was started out with it at the top and then kind of moved it with water, you know, like you would on a page. But I'm going to move it with the brush here. Okay. And see how the woody pencil, the black, starts to move as well, but it's also getting covered with the gold. Just want to put some more in there. I love the gold. Okay. All right, so I'm going to let that dry, and I'll pause and let me see, what time is it? Oh, good. Hold on. I'm going to pause really quick. You guys can see it a little better here. I'm going to move it in a little bit here, so you can kind of see where we're at. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to dry this. Okay guys, so here's what we have now that it's dry. Pretty dry. It's not perfect, but it's there, you know. Okay, in the back, of course, I haven't done anything with. That's what it looks like. Okay, and now the last step for me, and it doesn't have to be the last step for you, or even, you know, if you don't even want to do this step. Now, one thing I think I will do on this one, and it's because of the way I have, I do think I'm going to bring in some of the spots from Tim Holtz kit. I love this stamp. As you guys probably know, I've mentioned it enough times. I'm going to add some of the black speckling here. I can't ever get enough of this silly little stamp. I love it. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is bring the words onto the top of that. Okay, And I like it, for this especially, I like it in black. Okay. So I'm going to do some right here. Okay. Oh yeah. See, I love this. I think it's so pretty. I hope you guys like it. I really, really like these a lot. I don't know if I can sell these in my shop. I may want to hoard them for myself. There we go. So, one more little spot I think I'll put right here. Okay. And that is how I do my mixed media index cards, at least this style. I mean, I have other styles, of course, but this is how I do this style. What is that? Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I think it's really pretty. I hope you guys like it and that you enjoyed today. I'll show you the other ones we did now that they're drying. They're not quite dry yet, but that's that one, and it's going to be all nice and, you know, marred and black, and, and then there's this one. Trying to get it in the frame for you guys. Pretty colors, right? And then this one. Okay. So I hope you felt inspired today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to hit like. It really helps the algorithm to pick up my videos and push them out onto YouTube for others to be able to find them. And if you did enjoy yourself today and you're not yet a subscriber, please think about subscribing to my channel and coming back and spending more time with me. I love you guys very much, and I will see you guys Monday for our mask make. Take care. God bless. Bye.